In 1861, the Confederacy had cavalry, cannon, nearly 9,000 miles of railway, and a catastrophic shortage of push notifications. A bridge could burn in Georgia, a depot could empty in Virginia, and Richmond might discover both problems only after somebody arrived on a very tired horse. Could Home Assistant, the open-source platform normally used to dim lamps and determine whether the garage door is still open, have fixed this? More importantly, could it have saved the South from losing the Civil War? To give it a chance, Richmond receives a Home Assistant server, off-grid power, a wireless network, sensors, relays, cameras, and one person who understands YAML. Without that equipment, the Confederacy owns a small blue box that can automate absolutely nothing. Home Assistant runs locally and turns events into actions. When a sensor changes, check the conditions, then do something. The Confederacy can therefore be organized as history's largest and least stable smart home. Every depot is a room. Every locomotive is a device. Every general is inexplicably marked unavailable. This attacks a genuine weakness. The Union had more than 20,000 miles of railway, the Confederacy had roughly 9,000, divided among private companies, mismatched gauges, and rolling stock being slowly converted into scrap metal by use. A Richmond dashboard could show ammunition at Atlanta, flour at Petersburg, and whether the bridge at Resaca is currently on fire. One automation might read, if bridge equals burning, stop train. 19th century railway management had somehow overlooked this. Maintenance alerts could redirect scarce locomotives before a line failed. Inventory sensors could stop 3 depots hoarding boots while an army marched barefoot. Automatic acknowledgements could reveal whether an order was received, ignored, or delivered to the wrong General Johnston. Telegraphs already moved information with extraordinary speed, but messages still needed operators, cipher clerks, and intact wire. Home Assistant could turn those reports into one map, escalate unanswered orders, and expose broken links immediately. It could not, however, make Wi-Fi out of pine trees. Cut the wire, destroy the relay, flatten the power station, and Richmond's beautifully organized dashboard changes from connected to the Union cavalry has arrived. Local control survives the loss of the internet. It does not survive the loss of Virginia. Motion sensors along roads and fords could warn of a flank march. Contact sensors could guard magazines. Cameras might replace missing cavalry at the exact moment a commander needed to know where the enemy was. At Gettysburg, the system might even produce an alert labeled "Enormous Frontal Assault, Strongly Discouraged." On the coast, tide sensors, cameras, and automated blackouts could improve blockade running. If a Union ship appeared, Home Assistant could shutter the lamps and delay departure. This might help one ship escape. It would not remove the fleet waiting outside. Then comes security. The network is local, which is useful when the internet will not exist for another century. Unfortunately, local does not mean invulnerable. One captured operator and the Union learns that President Davis's password is probably Richmond 1861. Now ammunition trains are routed north, every sensor reports all quiet, and the presidential mansion lights turn blue at midnight. The first cyber war ends when somebody physically unplugs Virginia. The larger problem is arithmetic. The Union had far more people, rail, factories, iron, ships, and money. The blockade crushed southern trade, locomotives wore out, rails could not be replaced, armies lacked food, shoes, and men. And because the Confederate government existed to protect slavery, extending its survival would extend the system it was fighting to preserve. A smarter command network changes efficiency. It does not change what the command is for. There is one route to victory. The South did not need to conquer the North, it needed to make reunion too expensive. If better logistics kept Atlanta supplied through the 1864 election, Northern war weariness might have increased and pressure for a negotiated peace might have grown. That outcome is possible, not automatic. Better alerts might alter battles and prolong the war, but they cannot guarantee foreign recognition, Northern political collapse, or that Confederate generals will stop arguing over who is allowed to edit the dashboard. So, could the South have won with Home Assistant? Probably not. It could make railways less chaotic, warnings faster, and specific defeats less inevitable. But it cannot manufacture rails, ships, or manpower. Home Assistant could make the command tent smart. It could not make the war winnable.